point is, what are you willing to do? So if you're out there looking for a job and you want to be that, $150,000 person, what are you willing to do? Hello, my name is Christopher Lawrence. Do you ever just feel like being silly? Not me. You can check me out at changemylifecoaching.ca. I'm going to talk about a component of this diagram, and you can find it on our website, changemylifecoaching.ca. If you want a copy of it and you can't find it, email our team, info@changemylifecoaching.ca, and we will give you a PDF copy of this if you reach out to us. Please don't alter it or change it. So this is what we have come to know makes a fulfilling career. We have, can you see that? We have values, so this is who you want to be in the world. We have tasks. What activities do you love and not love to do in the world? We have our purpose, which is why you want to be in the world, and our willingness is, which is how prepared are you to get what you want in the world. And what I want to talk about today is this piece around willingness. So I have programs, work with individuals one-on-one as well as in groups to help people understand how to use this and discover what their job should be. And maybe you already have a great job, but you're feeling stuck. What we want to do is we want to increase your satisfaction with your job, and reignite your career so that you can live a life of purpose and passion. But I want to talk about that willingness piece because willingness is a really key piece. I had this really interesting realization. I was thinking about, how important is market need when we're looking for a job. So it's like in my city, if you want to be an engineer in oil and gas, out of school, maybe you're just coming out of school, maybe you've been in your career a long time, and you want to go into the job making $100,000 a year, that's probably not going to happen. Although it could, but it's probably not going to. Why? Because the market need isn't that high. But then I started to think about different aspects of this. And it's like, well, there are some people who are coming out and getting jobs like that. And maybe they're not that common, but it is possible. So I started to think about this difference and how do you kind of reconcile that? So I think market need is important, but I realized that there's something that trumps market need, and it's actually willingness. So look at like vinyl records. Vinyl records have been on their way out since the late 70s, early 80s, right? Except the highest revenue for record sales, I believe, I'd have to go back and find the research, but I believe it was in 2017, and maybe now it's 2018, 2019, and maybe it'll be 2020, which is the year we're in right now. Okay, so how is this outdated, outmoded form of technology making more revenue now than it did back then? Well, there's lots of different reasons why, but record sales are actually on an uptick right now. So then I start to think about, well, So yes, there's a market need, there's a market demand for it, but why? Because it's, and I have a record player and I love it, by the way, but why is it on an uptick? And it's like, well, it's because the industry had a willingness to do what it takes to get people to purchase more records. They came out with really cool old looking classic record players. They started printing really new music on vinyl record, right? All of that kind of stuff. And so then I start to realize that actually willingness is more important than market need. There's all sorts of crazy things out there, and it's like, oh, nobody will buy this again, and it's like, nobody will buy this thing, this service, this product, and it's like, actually, I think people will buy anything if you can pinpoint how it makes their life better or more enjoyable. So actually, and there's a whole other commentary about consumerism there and materialism, but we'll save that for another day, or never. But I think the point is, what are you willing to do? So if you're out there looking for a job and you want to be that, $150,000 person, what are you willing to do? Well, it might not come overnight. You might have to get, that entry-level position and work your way up, or, but how are you working your way up? Are you speeding up your path? Are you, putting in the extra work? So I think that willingness is far more important than than market need. And by the way, if you're a job searcher and you're having a really hard time getting motivated to do the job search because maybe you're tired of being rejected or ignored or whatever, your answer is in willingness. What is your willingness? And then just kind of focus on building one little step at a day. And if you're really struggling with that, check us out. We've got lots of stuff on our website, but you can also reach out to me, changemylifecoaching.ca, and we'll see what we can do to get you moving and motivated to kind of get back on that job search or increase your willingness to do something. Cool? Thanks very much. Christopher Lawrence, Change My Life Coaching. Looking forward to talking to you later. Post below when you have experienced an uptick in your willingness to do something that maybe you wouldn't before. I'd love to know your stories. Thanks, folks. Ciao.